Hi folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. I have always said that what fishing brings to me, and it can bring to anyone, is an awful lot more than just catching the fish. It's being outdoors, and the whole time that I'm fishing, especially when I'm alone, but when I'm fishing and I can watch and feel and hear all the life around me. So yeah, that's great. But it also it's like this unbelievable classroom for me to understand more, not only about all the world around me, but even my role in the world. Because as I observe other things, it gives me a chance to understand why maybe I do things as well. Well, one of the things that has fascinated me over the last few years is seeing these great white egrets that have all of a sudden come to live in our area. Now, we can talk about why they come and so forth, and they weren't here years ago, but we won't go into that right now. But what I've noticed this year is early in the year, before pike season even started, the blue herons arrived, and then a little while later, I started seeing the white egrets. And they've always fascinated me. I fished alongside great blue herons. They've come to feel that I wasn't a threat because I was fishing as slow as they were. And I was trying to do some of the same things they were. And I learned a lot by watching and almost hearing the patience that they are in life. They survive because of their patience. If they stay there long enough, they're going to see something go by that they can eat. Well, the egrets are different. They always, when I entered a waterway where they didn't let me get very close, and they flew away and went to another spot. They didn't want me around. They weren't as adaptable to life here as what the blue herons were. Well, I started seeing the egrets come back again this spring, and it's always a wonderful sign. And then, for some reason, never saw them again. Didn't see them all the different waters that I go by every day. And every day that was a joy to look out and say, there, you see it? Because you could see it a long way away, just pure white. The question became, where did they go and why did they go? Why did they leave here? Was it because the water is so much higher this year than it's been in the past that it wasn't conducive to them walking along in the edges and feeding, because the edges now were so much deeper that maybe it wasn't the same type of hunting ground for them? I don't know. And I had planned to talk about this, to learn more about this and tell you about this today. But last night, as I was driving back along Route 37, and it came to one of the spots that I used to see egret, I looked over and I said to Linda as we were driving by, I said, did you see that? It looked like there was something white back there. I said, do you want me to turn the car around? We'll go back and take a look. And we did. We turned around, we drove back to the spot, and sure enough, there was an egret. And my spirits lifted, and I can't tell you why, but they had become like old friends that were always at a distance. But one of those old friends had returned. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.